Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is finally Friday, which means it is time for another vlog, and I'm so excited about this one. This is going to be I'm just gonna call it this. It is my vlog of sequels. I am reading several books, well, at least 3 books that are sequels to books I have already read. The first one, and I am so excited for this one, I can't see straight. The first one is Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. I read Good Girl's Guide to Murder in January. This was available at my library, but it takes place shortly after the first one, and after they solve the case of the first book, they start a podcast, and then someone goes missing. So Pip has to get her detective hat back on and solve this mystery too. I'm very excited to pick this one up. I'm so excited. I'm like in a mystery thriller mood, like big time. When I haven't been vlogging this week, I've been listening to Agatha Christie, okay? So I'm very much in the mood for this. I'm so excited to get into this one. Yeah, I'm so excited. So this is going to be my first read of this entire vlog. I've got to pick this one up. I'm so excited. The second one of this vlog is The Wicked King, which is the second book in the Folk of Air, I believe is the name of the series. The Folk of the Air series. I read Cruel Prince last week. I checked this book out along with Good Girl, Bad Blood at the library last week, and they're due soon, so I might want to get on that. But also, I liked The Cruel Prince. I gave it a 4-star. I did read the novella, Lost Sisters. I gave it a 3-star. It's interesting. I don't think it's completely necessary to the book. I mean, it's interesting to hear the perspective of the sister, but it's also like, you kind of suck still. I'm interested to see how all that ties in to the second book, and considering what the title is and how the first one ended, this is gonna be an interesting one. The third book I have in mind is actually a Libby audiobook, and it is, I believe, The Golden Sun. It's Golden Sun by Pierce Brown, which is the sequel to, let me open it up, which is the sequel to Red Rising, which I also read last week. So I'm not gonna start reading that quite yet, but those are my main priorities this week. I am super excited to get into this. I will say tomorrow, I don't know how much reading I will get done because Zach and I have decided to go to the zoo tomorrow. Zach really needs to get out of the house. But I'm hoping to get up a little early because he has to work tomorrow until I think 10 o'clock, which he's not happy about. We're gonna go out and go to the zoo and just get out of the apartment because it's finally warming up a little bit. So that'll be tomorrow. That's kind of our plan for tomorrow, but that is the only plan I know that we have other than church. Hopefully we actually make it this week. So there should be quite a bit of reading. I will hopefully be able to run this vlog to at least Tuesday. Give me plenty of time to finish these books. But I'm going to start with A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And I am not going to hold you here any longer. I'm going to start the vlog with this one. And I'll see you guys in an update later. Bye. Oh, big yawn. Okay, so it is actually Sunday. Yesterday we went to the zoo, so I didn't do a lot of vlogging. I did read quite a bit of Good Girl, Bad Blood, and I'm not going to do like a full-on update right now because my battery does need to charge because I did a lot of filming at the zoo. I'm currently on page 197, so I'm on, what is it, Tuesday, 4 Days Missing. I have to give it to Holly Jackson because she did something very similar in Five Survive. She's very good at building up tension as time goes. Because it is kind of known that the first 72 hours, well, the first 48 to 72 hours are crucial in a missing persons case. And you really do kind of start to feel the pressure as you write, as like that time goes, as that time starts to get away from Pip. I think Holly Jackson is very good at this. She did something very similar in Five Survive. I know I like complained a lot about Five Survive that it was like really slow because it was written in this way. I think it works really well in this book because it's done by days, not hours. But I still gave Five Survive a 5-star because it was a really good book. So I think this is really well done so far. I think it's really close. I don't know if it's going to be a 5-star or not. Let's see how this ends. But you really start to feel the pressure along with Pip, along with the family member. I don't want to say who's missing because I don't know if that's a spoiler or not. But this is a really well done sequel. And I'm really enjoying this right now. But just props to Holly Jackson. She's really good at this type of writing where it's very slow, very tension building. It's a really nice way to write a thriller like this, and I'm just gonna throw that out there. Okay, it's Monday. Don't mind me, I'm in my pajamas. I'm reading some more of Good Girl, Bad Blood. I feel like I'm gonna be on this book for a lot longer than I want it to be, and this vlog is gonna be a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. I'm on 274, and there's a trial going on. If you've read the first book, you know the trial that's probably happening right now. I have a strange feeling that trial's not gonna go the way they want it to go. It's my personal opinion. I don't think it's gonna go how they want it to go. I'm kind of worried about that. And plus, they're still I'm getting close to the end. So, I really just want to know what happened at this point because things are getting weird. I have my suspicions on who it is, but probably wrong because Holly Jackson likes to throw in her last second twists. I'm probably incorrect, but I have my suspicions. So anyway, I'm going to read this some more. I do need to go to bed soon, which sucks because I'm only on page 274. I have like 120 pages left of this book. And in this vlog of sequels, I haven't even started The Wicked King yet. I'm working on it, guys, okay? I'm a slow reader. Anyway, that's where I'm at. That's my update. It's Monday. I don't like giving updates on thrillers, especially since it's the second book in a series, because I don't want to give it away. Because I don't want to ruin it, you know? This book is really good. So, I think once I finish this too, I can actually watch the Katie's reading vlog on this series because I think she said the only way we can really talk about this is through spoilers. And so I never finished her vlog because I didn't want to know. So I think the hard part about updating on books like this is because you don't want to give it away. But you want to review it and justify it. It's really good so far. I'm definitely still invested in the story. Luna's sleeping. Okay, that would be... yeah, that's pretty much my update right now because I don't want to give it away. Oh, work night. Good night. I have 40 pages left in this book. I'm on page 354. But my medicine's kicking in. I'm getting sleepy. Ugh, if I fight it for much longer, I'm gonna be a bear, but I gotta know what's happening. It's always those last 100 pages. Struggle. I'm probably gonna fall asleep before I even get to the end. Oh my gosh, I want to finish it so bad. It's almost 11 o'clock. I'm gonna read for as long as I can. Probably not much longer. For as long as I can. I eat my medicine. I'm on chapter 40. There's only like 43 chapters. The struggle of being a book girly. Hello, so it has actually been a few days since my last update. I didn't really feel like filming yesterday, and I didn't really feel like reading yesterday either. So it is actually Thursday, so this video is going to be late, which is fine. But I have an update that I should have gotten to. I finished Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson almost midnight, Tuesday night? Was it Monday night? I think it was Monday night I finished this. I got to the last 100 pages and I thought, you know, I have to take medicine that makes me sleepy, and I was like, okay, so I'll just read this till I fall asleep. I ended up fighting it until I was done, and it was almost midnight before I finished it. Even my husband was laying in bed going, are you done yet? Did you start a new chapter? It's like, I don't want to talk about it. So the last 100 pages of Holly Jackson, you can't just like, I don't feel like you can stop reading at random. I did enjoy it. This is my first 5-star of the year. I actually had an emotional reaction by the end. I don't want to give away too much, obviously, so I'm just going to kind of say my review without giving much away. I still love Pip and Ravi. I like how all these characters feel very genuine. They feel very human. I think Holly Jackson really shines in her writing when the story has a what's more looking for? A time limit, like a timetable, like you're running out of time. She does the same thing in 5 Survive and does it really well. The only trade-off is it does feel a little slow, but you have to kind of, if you keep up with that, the suspense and the payoff are very much worth that. I did like this one better than the first one, so that's saying a lot. And I just think it's because Holly Jackson does that, you gotta do this and you gotta do this now, this really quick timetable. She does that very well, and I think it's a really good way to build suspense. I love this book. I highly recommend the series, and the next time I go to the library, I'm hoping they have the 3rd one because I can't wait to read it at this point. And now because of this, I'm in a very much mystery mood, so I keep reading Agatha Christie while I'm at work instead of Golden Sun, which I still haven't finished. I still haven't started it, but I'm very much a mood reader, so I haven't been in the mood, and that's caused problems. So I don't even know if I'll finish that this vlog, but I know I finished this one, and I do know I will finish The Wicked King by Holly Black. Oh my gosh, Holly Black and Holly Jackson, that's so confusing. I started this one a couple of days ago. Like I said, I didn't read at all yesterday. I just didn't feel it. I didn't feel good. Started it, and I'm only on page 33, which is still in chapter 3 because I read a little bit when I got home today. So I'm not very far in this one. This one takes place obviously after The Cruel Prince, and I can't give, again, that's the thing with doing sequels of like series or mystery books. The updates feel a little bit empty because I don't want to give too much away, because it's like, because of the events of the last book, this book comes about, and it's like, but I don't want to give away the end of the first book in case someone's watching who's never read it and is interested. So it's like, but it's starting off pretty slow. I'm only on chapter 3 though, so I think I like Holly Black. I like her writing style, but it is kind of jarring to go from thriller to YA fantasy. I still like these books. I do think the fantasy world is developed pretty okay, and I do like the characters, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this story, but I need to get more than 3 chapters in. Luna's mad at me because I'm doing this update. And she's asleep. Yeah, she's right there. She blends in with the blanket. She blends in with the gray blanket. That's the cat. Anyway, so I don't really know what to say about this one other than it's the sequel to The Cruel Prince. I don't think you need to read The Lost Sisters to get into this at all. Like, I haven't even gotten to her sister yet in the story. I think you've seen her once. Yeah, The Lost Sisters isn't totally necessary. It's interesting. It's not necessary. Unless something else comes up in this book that relates back to that novella. And that's pretty much my update. And because the sun is finally going down after 7 o'clock, I can do this update after dinner and still have time to go for a walk. So Zach and I are going to go do that, and we're going to go take a walk. And then I'm going to come back and get some more reading done because I'm way behind. Like, I'm on page 32, so I'm like way behind. It's not a hard read, it's just finding the time to sit down and read, especially during the week. So it shouldn't take long. It'll take longer for me simply because I'm just a slower reader, and this vlog is reminding me of that very hard. But I'm gonna get back to this, and I will see you guys hopefully soon with another update when I'm either halfway or done with The Wicked King. Hey guys, it is Sunday, so I am like way behind on this vlog. I also actually got my hair trimmed in between the last time I vlogged and now, and I'm also not fully in camera. And I am here to finally end this very long vlog. But I finished The Wicked King by Holly Black. I don't hate it. I gave it a 3. Like, I don't like it as much as I like the first one. I don't even know how much I like the first one after reading this. Because everyone in this book sucks. It's not, like, enjoyable really either. And I guess that may be kind of the point. Jude just falls right into the ending. It's like, and all you want is power, you're gonna make stupid decisions. And yeah. I don't know what else to say about it. I just finished it, so it's still kind of raw in my brain. So my head is still kind of spinning. Like, I have to read The Queen of Nothing because I have to know how this is going to end. But everyone in this book sucks. Everyone betrays someone somewhere. And you can't trust anybody in these books, which makes me uncomfortable. Jude has no character development. Jude doesn't have a lot of development, I don't feel. Cardan feels like he's about to get some development, and he kind of thrusts into it at the end, but he's also still a jerk at the same time. Oh god, don't get me started on Taryn. I don't even know if that's how you say her name. I feel frazzled because I just finished the novel, and I want to know what happens. But I'm also angry at these characters. Like, it's not even fun. It's like, this is disheartening. Why am I reading this? Also, the scenes underwater were remarkably uncomfortable, which that just makes me uncomfortable anyway. So, I'll give her that. Like, that was uncomfortable. That's slightly uncomfortable. Editing Kathleen here. I'm just kind of here to say I think my review of The Wicked King was a little bit disjointed because I was just frustrated and flabbergasted by the end of that book. It is still a 3-star for me. But what I think I was trying to say is everyone in these books is horrible. Like, not horrible characters, just horrible people, making it less enjoyable to read. I find it very hard to like Jude as a protagonist because of the choices she makes in this book. And I understand Cardan's behavior at the end of this book, but I still don't like him either. So this was not my favorite. And I think that's all I'm going to say so I don't spoil too much. But I think that's all I'm going to say about it so I don't spoil it. I do not have The Queen of Nothing yet. It's on hold at the library. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Okay, back to the video. I am interested enough to read the next one because I gotta know how this ends. But this book makes me angry. The characters in this book make me angry. This just makes me angry, and it's not fun for me. I did not read The Golden Sun or Golden Sun because I am such a mood reader, and because I had such a good time with Good Girl Bad Blood. These are also due next week, so I have to turn them in. Because I had such a good time with this book, I am in such a thriller mystery mood. So I've actually been reading a lot of Agatha Christie in between these two books instead of Golden Sun. Oops. To kind of recap the rest of the vlog, I read this, which is A Good Girl Bad Blood, and I loved this book. This was a 5-star for me. The ending of this made me cry. It's just well done. The characters are good. I just can't talk about this one very much without ruining it because they are so interconnected. Especially since these are both sequels, which I didn't think about when I was making a vlog of sequels. It would be harder to talk about these because there's a story before them. And I don't want to spoil anything. I'm thinking about doing a spoiler-filled review for all of these books. I'm not sure yet. I really want to get to the next book, and I went to the library yesterday, but I went too late. So I gotta go back to the library because I want the next ones in this series especially. Hopefully they'll be there. I'll see if this one's there. If not, I'll try to place a hold, I guess, on it, but I'm sure the hold will be a lot less than the Libby hold, which is 10 weeks. I don't know if I can wait that long for the next book. So thankfully my town is pretty small, but their copy of The Cruel Prince was also missing. So there's somebody else probably nearby who's also, unless they didn't have it already, there's someone else nearby who's also reading these books. So to whoever has the first book, the second one will be available soon. That's pretty much all I got. I am exhausted from trying to get through both of these this week in a vlog. I will try to do better and read a little faster for the next one. So that is it for my vlog of sequels for this moment in time. You may see more sequels from me soon because I have to read these two now. And I have so many books that are still on my TBR that I have not touched. So that is going to be it for me this week. Highly, highly recommend this. Read these. These are good. Highly recommend these. Maybe. Big maybe. Especially since the novella in between the first and second book was also a 3-star. It makes me actually rethink how I feel about The Cruel Prince. Do you mind? I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and what did you think of these books? Would you also highly recommend these series? And please discuss in the comments about this one because I don't have anyone to talk about this to and how frustrated I am about this. While I have no one to talk to about how much this one destroyed me mentally. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for bearing through this. Lynn's being distracting. And if you like this video, like and subscribe. It helps my channel out a lot. And tell me in the comments what you think of these series, if you've read them or just what you're reading over the summer. And maybe help me explain why this one is so high on Goodreads. Oh, book talk, you screwed me over again. Anyway, I will see you guys next time.